Welcome, I am Patrick Rawn, Vineyard Manager of Mountain Winery, and this is our first episode of our Life of the Vine. We're going to follow a vine throughout the whole season and all the steps that we do throughout the year, and kind of showcase a little bit of what goes on in the vineyard, help answer all those questions that we get, and explain a little bit more of the process. We are standing in Schmidt Vineyard today, which is the vineyard directly adjacent to the winery. We are standing in the Cabernet block. This block was planted in 2013, so we're going to kind of get to know this block pretty well throughout the season, and we're going to follow these same vines throughout the year. Today is March 22nd, I believe, and we are in pruning mode. So the rest of the vineyard has been pruned. We set these few vines aside so we could show on this video, this wonderful video here, of what's going on. So we're going to talk a little bit about pruning. In pruning, what we're trying to do is remove the dormant wood that we don't want, so we can hit our target amount of crop load and target quality objectives. So this is setting us up to hit our objectives and our goals for the whole year. By what we're doing here. So for every block, and in every block we have a target amount of buds that we're trying to achieve, and from the target amount of buds we can project sort of how much fruit we're going to get off of those buds and where that fruit's going to be located on the vine for ideal spacing and cluster development and cluster ripening. This is just the whole vine. This is everything that grew last year. We did have a machine come through already and cut the rest of these off. So a couple weeks ago, these were really tall, about 42 inches per cane. For this particular block, we're targeting 20 buds per plant. So that's going to leave us with 10 buds per half of the cordon. So we reference these locations as spurs. So we're going to prune down to 5 spurs per half of the cordon and 2 buds per spur. Each of these are a bud, and each of those will grow a shoot which will fruit. So we're trying to, again, reduce the amount of those so we can have our target crop load, as well as the spacing. The spacing between the fruit is really important so we can have even ripening happening. So what we're going to do, and we're going to do a few plants, so we're going to remove the positions that we don't want, and then cut these down to 1 bud, 2 bud per spur, and we're targeting 2 spurs, or 5 spurs per plant, per half the plant, excuse me. So here you can see these ones are really close, and this position's kind of raising, so we're going to cut that one off. I don't like that position. I'm going to prune to this. Same thing here, we have a choice to make. Pruning is a very skilled position, very skilled role in understanding what's going to happen with the plant. These are a little close. I'm actually going to pull a cheater move and get this. We usually like these positions to be about a fist apart. It's a great measuring tool that we use that everybody has. So that is the rest of our plants for the season. So we're going to keep following these plants, but that is pruning. It's all finished. So as a whole, we've got a couple hundred acres finished. We've got about 50 acres to go on the farm in general. But we will follow up here shortly with our next episode showing bud break. And then we'll be into suckering and that. So thank you very much for joining us for our first episode of our working title, Life of the Vine.